modeling and colorism definitely a thing.
And why do people think that plus-size women cannot find love?
You see, the problem with the body positive movement is the fact that change is a bad thing.
I need to know what Drake really meant by BBW.
It's on vacation.
So, once again, I have to take care of my girls with a nice number bottle. So, give me your cups. Let's go. I'll just give you a little bit this time. These girls are lightweights, I'm telling you.
Yeah, sorry.
There you go.
Thank you.
So, we'll start our fashion section off today with our favorite swimsuit styles and trends. So, ladies, what swimsuits will you be wearing to the beach?
So I took a trip to Costa Rica. Woo, woo, me. Yes, anyway. And I basically wanted to wear everything, every swimsuit I could possibly wear anyway. But I think I would say my favorite swimsuit for the season would be just kind of like metallic. So I brought this bathing suit that's really shimmery, whatever. It's a one piece. Typically I like to go with the two piece, but it was a nice shimmery one piece. And I just thought it looks, that's one of those styles I feel like looks good on most people's. Like, it doesn't matter what complexion you are, what, race or anything. Like, everybody looks pretty good in something nice and shimmery. So I think that's kind of like my style for this season. Okay. Like a shimmery swimsuit. Okay. What about you?
So I love the shingles that are in.
Really?
Yeah,
the shingles?
the shingles.
So,
Yes.
where? Where
So,
do you like that?
it's funny because my mom, we just came back from Aruba, and she had a white with the shingles across the top, which I thought was cute. But
That was really, really
I
cute.
know, it was.
Was that like the pants? Was that different?
Yes, she had the sheer white pants.
Yeah, that looked really cute.
Yeah, it was really cute. She was slaying, yes. She was. I was like, okay, Ma. Yeah.
Okay.
But before we went, I was looking to get a bathing suit made, and I saw one that was so super cute. And it was a two-piece, but it had the fringes on the sides. Okay. And then I saw another one that had the long fringes that went to the floor. And so
those sound really cute.
I love the fringes that are in now. So
Okay. What about you?
The Curves Rock bathing suit.
Okay.
No, honestly, I really like the bathing suit. Make sure you get one if there's one available left. But
they're going fast. Yeah. I gotta make sure I get mine for Florida.
Yeah, what I liked about the bathing suit, I had posted on my IG at the Chanel Nicole. Go follow me. I had posted on there that the bathing suit, if you notice, when you see those one-piece monokinis, a lot of times with the words on them, when they come, they're already made ahead of time, but they're not made for plus-size women usually. And so when women are wearing it, they're too small. So it's coming all the way down here, it's riding up, you know what I mean? And I understand wanting to be sexy, but I want to be comfortable, and I don't want any damage.
Oh my God.
What
kind of damage gonna happen?
Girl, damage. Okay. I don't want any damage happening. So that's what I like about these bathing suits, because I did have, they're exclusive bathing suits for a reason. And I did have them made. Okay. So they are true to fit. Okay. It's not like I went on AliExpress or somewhere. I did have them made, and they fit really nicely. But my style of bathing suit usually would be a bikini. Okay. I'm a bikini. I've always loved bikinis with the shorts. Kind of, I don't see many of that anymore. I see the high-waisted, but I don't really see shorts. But shorts is my thing.
Okay, that makes sense. So she talks about this whole Curves Rock bathing suit thing, and I requested one before I went to Costa Rica and didn't receive one. So I'm not too happy about that, but that's okay. Still buy one.
That's because they weren't ready.
I know. I'm just giving
oh my goodness.
I wanted to take that pretty blue water.
Yes. Yeah. I'm going to tell you.
I was like, that would look so good. Me with my Curves Rock bathing suit.
It was stressful. It was stressful going. And I was like, please, my team, the lady who was making it was like, I was trying to explain to her, my team needs this. And she didn't believe me. And I was just like, Miss, whether you believe me or not, like
Yes, we needed
Yes,
them.
yes, we did. We did. I wish
So-
we got them a little sooner, but it's okay. I'll have one for my next trip, so
Yeah.
it's cool. So speaking of bathing suits and swimsuits, Hunter McGrady, so she is one of the Wilhelmina models, and she's a plus size model and body positive advocate. And she recently had her own collabo line that she put out, swimsuit line. And she did it with a company called Playful Promises. And they're based out of the UK. But they also, ship here. And they have a price point between, I would say most bathing suits you can get the top and the bottom for under $100.
Okay.
So it's not bad at all. Really good sizes, really, really good
hold
styles.
up. When you say top and bottom under 100, like the top is under 100 and the bottom is under 100, or
No, like you can get both a top and a bottom for under 100. So
Okay.
example, like they might have a top for like $40-some, a bottom for $30-some.
Okay.
Something like that.
All right.
And they have like one pieces for like 45 or 55 or 60 some, depending on the style of it. And I thought that she did a really good job. I thought that the styles were actually in trend. They were things that people would be interested in. There was a red piece kind of like off the shoulder. There was also like some mesh. You know how you do like the nude kind of with some mesh. That was really cute. A lot of different bikini styles.
I like mesh. I do. I like the mesh. I like the
Yes.
idea of like, you see me, but you don't type thing. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love coveralls. I'm sorry for cutting you off. Coveralls and
That's what she does, cut
cover-ups.
people. It's like, go
Stop.
ahead. Okay.
Coveralls and cover-ups for bathing suits.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for cover-ups for bathing suits, what kind of cover-ups do you like?
I like colors, bright colors.
Okay.
Because I have some black bathing suits and then I have colors. So I like the colors to go with my black. I always have a black. And then I like the sheer, like like I said, my mom had the sheer pants. I love them. I can never find them long enough for me, probably being tall. But yeah, I like
So
cover-ups.
for me, I like definitely the sheer stuff. That's easy. But I haven't been able to find which is what I've been looking for. It's kind of like a colorful one. Like a really nice colorful one that kind of will also go with my bathing suit under. Like so
With
it's
the
not
cover?
completely so it's not completely contrasting. You know what I mean? Like
I can
completely
teach you how to make one
I don't think.
if you're willing to learn.
I don't want to make one. I want to buy them.
I'm just
Like,
saying.
Then
Then you could get exactly what you want.
yeah. Okay.
I'm a good teacher. Ty,
Yeah, she taught me how to. I made me a maxi dress. I'm still wearing it to this day.
So I'm just saying. That's all right. Well, then you won't have one. Get one custom made then. I'll make one for you. How about you want to spend? Which brings me back. See, that's the problem with people, okay? Especially friends and family. Which brings me to my next topic. Not friends and family trying to get stuff from you for free. That's not the topic. The topic is, what are our price points? What are we in the plus size community willing to spend on clothing?
That's a good one.
I see a lot of different conversations about, clothes being too expensive or not having different variety. And sometimes I don't know if it's just people find new things to complain about every day or if maybe this is a real issue.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. So speaking of bathing suits, I think it was an issue. So I told you I went out and looked for different bathing suits before my trip, and I think I took you guys to the store to show you guys because I was appalled by the price of this bra top just for the bathing suit. Right? It was $75, and so I have a problem with that. I just do not think that one piece of your bathing suit should be $75.
Yeah.
I'm just not okay with it. And you guys are looking at it, and you're like, because I went to the store before, and then we happened to be in the mall, and I showed you guys again. You're like, oh, but it's great construction. I'm like, what is this? What kind of construction?
because
No, what kind of construction is this? No.
Because
what?
you need great construction.
You know what? Whatever.
You don't want, listen, they do have they have inexpensive, cheap bathing suits, like the ones in like Walmart and stuff like that. Like I was rushing, brought a one piece from Walmart, and it has the cups in there like as if your breasts were going in it, but really that does nothing. Like it's really just a straight, type of situation.
Yeah, but
so
you
if you
can't talk
want
to me about that. Like I can't go to Walmart or Target and buy a bathing suit. So
That's
wherever
the
I'm
point.
going to buy a bathing suit,
So you have
it's
to buy
already
a
going
good
to have
one.
decent. Yes, and they don't cost $75 for one piece of it.
listen,
I'm just
you
saying.
gotta pay to play.
Okay. I'm just saying.
All right, so what's a good price for a bathing suit?
like similar to the line I just talked about, under $100 for an entire piece. If it's top and bottom, the whole thing should be under $100. I could even go as far as to say under $150
No.
for it. But don't say no. And then for a one piece, I'm thinking, depending on the style, like $75 and under. I think those are good price points. I don't think spending, $200 for a bathing suit.
No, I don't think.
is I think that's a lot. That's just me personally. I think it's too much.
So I would say under 100. What would you say for a bathing suit?
I won't pay probably over 80. I have a bunch of two pieces. I mostly have two pieces, but for a two piece, I'm not going to pay more than 80. I've seen some that are
80
really,
for each
really
piece
cute.
or
No,
80 total?
No,
Okay.
total.
Right.
Total. I don't even want to pay $100 for a swimsuit. I just don't. I've seen something that I love, and I'm like, I'm just not. I need a coupon. I'm just not going to pay $100 for a bathing suit. I'm just not.
Even
But
though they
wait,
last
I
for
get
years,
I
though?
get what you're saying because I believe it should be under 100. But what's the difference between 80 and 100?
I don't know. I just can't see paying $100 for it.
Okay.
I don't know because then when you add on shipping and tax, now you over 100. So.
Okay.
I pretty much, I mean, I'm not necessarily 80. Like, I think 100 is kind of like a decent price, 50, maybe even 60 something. And then the bottom, not as much. Because
But
it's
for
not
100,
that much.
It would
done
definitely have to be like a bikini or something. It can't be. I wouldn't pay $100 for a monokini at all.
Okay.
I mean, it's too
would
simple
if
to
it's-
make.
If it's really nice, I probably would. If
It's
it had
too
some
simple to
really
make.
Interesting detail.
How interesting can a detail get on a bathing suit?
Now I've seen some. Like I've seen some that had
No,
African print.
No.
And they had like the crisscross and the different little details. I still wouldn't pay $100.
What
I'm like,
details?
ooh, that's cute.
What? I've never seen a bathing suit that has $100 worth of details unless it got Swarovski crystals.
Not whoa.
We're not saying $100 worth of details, but like being like you said, I'm going to take extra construction. If you're able to make something, don't look at me like that. If you're able to make something, that looks like, like different, like if it stands out, like if it's not your average every day that I would see it, and it's made with really good construction that I feel like it would, keep everything where it needs to be and accentuate all my curves, then I would be willing to do it. That's me. I would be willing to pay.
But
over
you
100.
didn't want to pay $75 for that broad top. I'm confused.
Because the broad top was not that nice. It was not. I mean, that's how I personally felt about it.
It would have fit nice.
No, I don't agree. That's why I didn't get it.
Well, then you wouldn't get nothing else. Because really, like, bathing suits they aren't clothes. So, I mean, it's not like, it's only but so much you could do to it. It's only but so much you could do to it, I'm sorry. And unless you take away with the straps and all that, no, it's nothing. And maybe because I know what it takes to make them, I don't believe so.
All right, so
Unless it's scuba diving gear.
oh my goodness,
And it's waterproof.
Oh, so there are some bathing suits that I've seen. Speaking the long sleeve bathing suits, how do you guys feel about those?
It's hot.
Oh my gosh,
I've
so
seen
y'all
some
say
cute
no.
ones though.
It's cute, but it's hot.
So you would never buy a long sleeve bathing
Are you
suit?
going to the beach with a long sleeve shirt on?
My question, yeah, maybe. Honestly,
You know
no,
what?
it
All
is-
right, I got an idea.
I'm
Well,
deep.
it's like scuba.
Listen.
diving, I guess.
Exactly.
But you're good. But the material was very different. But
Yeah, but you know what it prevents? Sunburn.
Sunburn.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. She read my mind.
you know what also prevents sunburn? Sunscreen.
Oh my god.
No, it doesn't work well. I'm sorry. I had lots of
Listen.
sunscreen in Costa Rica. It didn't help me much.
You sunburned? Where?
What question did you have?
I have an idea for the designers who want to put sleeves on their bathing suits because if you are somewhere and it's 90 degrees, I don't want sleeves. You don't want certain types of fabrics closing your skin in. So maybe you could put zippers right here.
That's gonna burn.
The zipper is not gonna burn. You need to stop. You put the zipper right here. That way, when it get hot, you can unzip it and take the sleeve off. Boom.
I'm gonna give that
That's
idea
what you
a
call
zero.
versatility.
I'm gonna give that idea a zero.
That's what you call versatility.
Don't do it, designers. Don't do it.
Don't do long sleeves in 100-degree weather. What are you talking about?
Oh goodness.
Anyway,
You better at least put a peekaboo in there or something. Yeah, you gonna dehydrate.
it's good for sunburn.
Y'all
If you
trying
in
to
the
be
pool,
hot all
if you in
summer
the
2018.
pool, If you're in the pool, you cool anyway.
Listen, July 21st, Curves Rock Fashion Weekend is having a pool party. And what I would like for you all to do is come. But what I also would like for you to do is not wear long sleeve bathing suits.
Don't listen to her.
Because I don't want you to pass out. What am I going to do?
They coming for that photo shoots with Rick, girl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Don't listen to her. Wear what you feel like you're gonna look good in, okay? And if that means
A
long
sweater,
sleeves,
wear it. Next
Do
thing
it.
you know, we got sweater bathing suits everywhere.
I had a post
idea.
Oh my God, I start itching.
I can't deal with y'all.
My skin started itching as soon as you said that. All right, so listen. Outside of bathing suits,
Right.
let's talk price points.
Okay.
Okay. So dresses. What is a decent price point for dresses?
So what type of dress? Because we gotta be more specific.
I knew it was gonna make
work
this
dress.
difficult.
Everyday dress. Work
Tell me
dress.
what your general price point is for dresses, and then tell me what the dress would have to be for you to pay outside of that. So if you say, I think a decent price for a dress is between $30 to $50. However, if we're talking wedding dress, I think $1,000. If we're talking cocktail dress, I think $40. If we're
Okay.
talking,
max $60 for an everyday dress.
what's
That
an everyday
means
dress like?
Church, work, you know,
Okay.
out and about.
Maxis?
No, not paying $60 for a maxi.
You said out and about. I was thinking like,
People wear out and about dresses, okay?
is
aren't
that a
maxis.
section in the store? I'm sorry.
Why? Like seriously? How do you do with her?
Like, do you go to the department store and say, can I get an out and about dress? Who does that? Nobody. Ty, what is your price range?
why?
I was trying to think as you were saying yours. I'm guessing.
I mean, you buy dresses. You wear dresses a lot. So
Yeah,
what
but
do
I'm
you
just trying to
usually spend
think.
on?
Like, I'm not the person that's going to pay a lot of money for clothes. I'm just not. Because unless it's a special event, unless it's something I'm going out for and I want to look really cute and I'm getting something made. Other than that, if I'm going to just a regular store.
You're going to work. What do you buy? How much? Come
Like
on.
you said, maybe $50, $60.
Okay. You?
Maybe.
I'm thinking, it all depends on where I'm going.
Is she gonna say I was difficult for saying that? This is what I'm talking about. Like seriously? Can y'all take her away, please? Please.
It all depends on where I'm going. If I'm going to anything nice, like dinner, any type of upscale event, something where I would have to dress glam, I would say $100 and under.
For glam? Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, look at me. Yeah.
yes. If I am, going like in an out and about dress, cocktail dress, maxi dress, I would say 60 and below.
Okay.
Wedding dress, I don't know.
You get married?
One day.
Okay. So for me, a glam dress, I'm definitely saying like $250 and under.
Did you just cut me off? Like, I really didn't even say the price of my wedding dress.
Oh my God.
Because why are we talking about
Like, that's my
wedding dresses?
special day. You already trying to cut up.
All right, sorry, my bad. How much you willing to pay for a wedding dress? My bad. Sorry. I thought you was getting married soon, so I missed it.
I would say under 5,000 and under.
You going to pay $5,000?
That's what I'm talking about, big money.
Wow.
Anyway, I
What?
got the same price point too, under $5,000 for a wedding dress. As
I'm
well.
not. Nope.
What
Can't
you-
do it.
What?
I think I can find something for like $1,500, maybe $2,000. I'm not going over that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I'm not. Look, all my friends are married. I done been wedding shopping a million times.
But,
So, yeah.
What I got to do with you?
I don't need a custom made dress.
Okay.
I can make a store dress work and customize it. So
Okay, you do your thing, girl. Do your
Yeah.
thing, you know.
I'd rather spend my money on the reception or
Nah, I'd rather not.
decorations or
Check this
whatever.
out.
no.
Do not, when I get married, do not expect to be invited to the reception, okay?
Oh wow.
The reception, me,
Really?
myself, and I say nah. Me, myself, my groom, and a handful of people. The rest of y'all, no, because I'm not feeding y'all. That's where all the expenses go. You know what we're gonna buy instead? A big house and a nice trip for ourselves.
Well, that's good.
Well, you know, receptions is only, you know, you spend all that money to invite all of these people to come to talk about you. That's what happens. That's what happens. Because I'm going to talk about you when I come to your reception.
You think you're going to be invited?
I'm going to be in your wedding. What are you talking about?
She's not.
I'll be like, yo, she was getting on my nerves the whole entire time. So what about pants, jeans?
Wow. Okay. So this is bad for me because I'm a jeans girl. You know, I'm a jeans girl. So for me, I'm willing to spend up to $100 on jeans, easy. And if it's something super special, I could possibly go up to $200.
Really?
See, I haven't found a pair of jeans that fit me the way that I like.
Okay.
You know, there used to be these jeans that was made by this company. I really forget their name. I liked all of their jeans because they were long in length and because they had a stretchy material, but it wasn't too stretchy. That's what I don't like about some stores carrying jeggings.
Okay.
Because jeggings don't hold, like, it's just loose. And then they coming down when you sit down, when you stand up, and they baggy. You need it, you know, it's just too much.
Right.
Like, they don't have the quality that I expect in the jean, like the way it needs to look. Since I've been younger, I haven't been able to find a really good jean. So I'm really not even trying to pay over $50, $60 for jeans.
That makes sense. So I typically, it's some jeans like that can't think of like who the actual designer is of them. But then kind of like my everyday, I typically go for like an American Eagle or a Levi's. So those are kind of like my go-to brands. I feel like they fit my curves really well.
Really?
And
That's not $100. They like $60, $50.
Excuse me. I
I was going to say Levi's, but go ahead. What jeans are $200? You mean?
That's
But see,
what I
you're
just
short.
said.
You're short, so you can
I
get
said
designer
I
jeans.
don't. Yeah, I said I couldn't think of like the designer at this
Okay.
point, but yeah, there are some out there that sometimes I'll see and I'll be like, okay, yeah, I might think about getting those. But yeah, a Levi's. I mean, typically they're not going to cost you more than, like you said. I mean, the max I've seen for them maybe like $80 or something. So I mean, you can get a pair of American Eagle $50, $60. You know, so it's not bad. But I like both of those types because both of them, you know, fit my curves really well. So what about you?
Most of my jeans, I don't have a whole lot of jeans just because I have a difficult time finding them long enough and to fit my curves. So I'll do Levi's most of the time.
Okay.
Or if I find a store that has some that fit. And generally they're like $50, $60.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not bad.
Gap, they have jeans that are extra
Oh yeah,
long.
Gap has some. I just don't like their fit. I mean, I find myself settling a lot with clothes.
All clothes or just with
A lot
jeans
of clothes.
specifically? Okay.
Just it doesn't fit the way that I would want it to fit.
Right.
Okay.
What about shirts?
What kind of shirt?
Blouses, like work blouses or what? Going out shirts?
I'm maxing at $30, maybe $40 for any type of shirt. I actually like bargains when it comes to shirts. $10, $15, $20. Those are my kind of shirts right there. You know, that's just me personally.
I say about 40 and below.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing.
But I've paid about 50, maybe 60 before. But they
But that
were
was a
usually
special
like
shirt.
statement shirts. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was the main thing.
Yeah.
Type of situation.
Yeah, it's definitely been like some designer, like, so I like different t-shirts and stuff, so it's definitely some designer t-shirts and stuff like that I'll pay a little bit more for, like you said, because they are out there and it's like you said, a big statement that you're kind of trying to make or whatever.
All right.
And not like designer like somebody's name, no.
Yeah.
Designer like some type of creative art
Yeah,
on
yeah.
there type thing.
Yeah. So
I don't buy those.
having this conversation.
Did we ask her that? Like, seriously? Look,
Because
I'm
I
a
just
jeans and t-shirts girl. That's a known fact.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm
Yeah,
going
that's
to do my
good.
thing. And so, for me, a nice t-shirt, you know, with some jeans, we
That's
good.
good. If I could find enough a pair that fit right, I probably would be too, but
Yeah.
I can't.
I'll show you some of my t-shirt design and stuff, you know, so maybe you might want
I want the jeans, not the t-shirts.
What shit is she?
Oh, shoot. I fell asleep. Oh.
I'm over her right now. I am.
So since we just by having this conversation, what I noticed is that we basically aren't into purchasing articles of clothing that's pretty much like over $100, really, except for you said jeans, right? We excluding wedding dresses.
Right, typically.
So would you say the consensus among the community, because what I've seen is that people are like, oh, this stuff is too high. And just from our conversation, this is like, an organic conversation about what we would pay.
Right.
I mean, we don't generally pay.
Right. Yeah, I'll like, as far as like, if I go to a plus size store, a specific store geared towards plus sizes, I feel like their prices typically are way higher than if I just go to a store that has the wide variety from straight size to plus size. So I typically shop at stores that have a wide variety than I am to shop specifically at a plus size store. You go in there, the same shirt, kind of, so to speak, is, $20, $30 more. And I'm like, why? Like, I'm really looking at it to see if the construction was better or something is better about it that makes it cost more. I don't.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I feel like it's not even that. Like, I've looked at, there's designers that, are online and stuff like that, and their pricing, their clothes could be pricey. Like, it could be a white button up that's $100.
Right.
And I think that could potentially be a problem, or that could potentially throw a snag in our race, right? Because we're like, come on, designers, make more stuff for us. Come on, we want this, we want that. And then sometimes when they make it, the price point is not what the average consumer is willing to pay on something of that nature. So then what does that do for the designers? What does, if we can't support them, or if we aren't supporting them when we ask them to do something, when we're asking for more, but if we as a community in a greater number are not purchasing those things, then that is where you see them maybe going out of business, or then now maybe adding smaller sizes, because at the end of the day, they still have to get paid.
Right.
It feels good to say, yes, I support the curvy community, yes, blah, 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 but what is it doing for the business? How can the business sustain if we're not purchasing the items that they're making?
Right. Well, I think a part of it also is not just creating those items, it's also creating items that the consumer wants, right? So for me, I am willing, so yes, I have my general line of costs that I'm willing to spend, right? But I'm willing to go above that for something that is unique or different. So if you're looking at it like in a designer clothes type thing, yeah, I'm willing to spend a little bit more than I am for, everyday wear that I would wear all the time. Right. So I think that's kind of like where the difference is. But if I go there and it's nothing unique or different than what I can buy from the other store, then I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, but you do know that straight sizes will they will go into, Ann Taylor. I'm sorry, guys. What's the, Ann Taylor? Like, they'll go in Ann Taylor and buy a button up for $80. Right? Yeah. So they have no problem selling mod clothing and stuff like that for their straight size. So then plus size women say, hey, sell it to me too.
Right.
You get the same price, if not a little bit more. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, but I feel like we're a small segment, because I know plus size women that are willing to pay more. They're willing to pay $100, $200, $300.
It's very rare. It's usually women that are in the workforce that can afford.
Anybody's gonna be. It's gonna be who can afford it, right?
No.
So you're telling me other people are breaking their bank or losing money to buy this?
Look at how many people are in impoverished neighborhoods wearing Louis, Fendi, Gucci, Prada. Yes, they are breaking their bank to wear those things. Yes, it's real.
I don't know about that.
Breaking their banks and their tax checks to make sure that they wear those name brands.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And so it's going to keep them going. They're going to keep on, making, they're not going to say, hey, stop, you're spending your whole check.
Right. No, I understand what you're saying. But I guess the way I'm looking at it is I feel like, I mean, maybe it's not, because I'm not necessarily into like those type of designers, the like all of that stuff. That's not necessarily my thing. If I see something from a designer that I like, then I'll purchase it. But I'm not going to be purchasing it just because it's this person's,
Yeah, like I don't do that. I don't do that either. Right. But there are people who do it.
Right.
Like they wear it as a badge of honor.
Right.
Like, hey, look at my red bottoms. Like, hey, look at my Louis purse. Like, It's
You
nice.
see that Gucci belt?
But you know, I could get it because I wear my education and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look at my degree. Hey, look at this. Look at my accomplishments. You know, we all have to be happy about something. Hey.
So you trying to apply these people don't have degrees?
What? Why would I say that? You tried it. I did not say that.
That's what you trying to say about y'all.
No, I didn't. So, what, in closing,
Okay.
what could be the solution to bridge the gap between asking for more designer items and the community being able to afford them so that those designers do not go out of business? How do we bridge that gap?
I say, me personally, I just feel like, similar to what I was saying before, I feel like you need to make those items different. Like,
Okay.
that's just me. I feel like you need to make those items different. If it's no difference besides, you know, the quality of material or something like that, and it looks the exact same for the most part, I don't think it'll draw as many people in as far as, you know, them being willing to spend the extra money for it. I think if you can find a way to kind of, you know, make it more unique or something, even if it's a slight difference that shows that, like, okay, yeah, this is this designer, this is what makes this special, it'll make you want to go out there and try it and be willing to spend that extra, you know, $100 or whatever for it. At least for me, I know it would be.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I feel like if it's something that looks like I can get in a regular store from a designer, I'm not going to pay a high amount for it. However, if it's something that's different, unique, trendy, something that I know, you know, I won't find in a regular store, I don't mind paying above what I would normally pay.
Right.
So what I get in part from what both of you guys are saying is that we are not at a place, we are more about, a community mostly is more about value as opposed to what it looks like. What it looks like as a, we are more into value, to the value of a thing as opposed to what it looks like. And why I'm saying this, because you're saying you're not going to pay past a certain thing unless it looks different. But straight size women will pay over that price, you know, even if it don't look different than that Walmart shirt.
Right.
You understand? You get what I'm saying? You get where I'm going? So maybe, you know.
But I wouldn't say we're not at the point. Like, it's definitely a big difference between, you know, the Walmart brand and, you know, that designer brand. And I don't think, like, I'm going to say, I'm going to buy the Walmart instead of buying that designer, especially if I know that designer has quality clothes, I know what their stuff is like, and I like it. You know what I mean? So I think that's a part of it too. It also engaging your audience, like engaging the plus size community more. Because if I know what your value is as far as your clothes and that kind of stuff, I would be more likely to pay it. And I would say, oh, you know, like people, like all the time, it's other stores that sell plus size stuff, and you're like, I'm not going to shop there, but I'm going to shop here, and you pay it more because you know you're going to get a better quality.
Right.
You can't
So the
assume
key
that just
point-
because they're a designer.
The key point of it is engaging your consumer.
To me, yes.
Yeah. I agree. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Cheers to engaging your consumer. Thank you for watching Curves Rock Happy Hour. See you next week, same time, 8:30.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in.